These males are beautiful, so magnificent. Now what you saw him doing just then was known as phlegm and grimace, and he's testing the urine of possibly one of the females. And those receptor cells just in the top of the mouth are exposed as the lips are pulled back, and that helps them to detect if a female is ready to mate or not. We have seen the two Gijima males following the young Gijima pride very closely and spending a lot of time with them. And I think the male at the back, this seems to be the smaller of the two males, was the male that was mating with one of the female Gijimas. If he's settled down, I'm just going to try and pull forward just a little bit more, so you might be able to see his face. If he does turn around. Well, welcome everybody. My name is Tara. Cat is on camera, and this is Wild Earth. And one of the most magnificent creatures here in Africa, and the beautiful male lions, part of the coalition known as the Gijima males. And there's two males in this coalition. The other male is sitting just out of reach of the camera, and it looks like there's possibly two females from the Gijima pride. There may be more who are with them, and they're sitting in the bush just to the right of the screen. Maybe we can try and zoom in and see how well we can see them. I've just hidden a little bit too well. Hi Linda, welcome aboard this morning, and if I have it correctly, apparently the Majingilans, the other coalition who patrols this area, was seen on Nkoro, which is just to the southeast of where we are, our traversing area.
Right. So even if you are on government triple M to the north, then you can find them. They're not far from triple M. Yeah, Lucho, you can Pamba, no Machachapo. I'm here with with Tara, but I'm going to make my way now. I've left there. Then you just Pamba triple M north. Yeah, from Zebra Drive, between Zebra Drive and the one I pen, there is another Ndlela close by.
Yeah, let's maybe see if we can move around the other side now the other vehicle's moved. You might be able to see his face a bit better. Oh. Just going to wait for the vehicle to move now. And we do have a rule to try and keep the animals as relaxed as possible around the vehicles, so that only one vehicle is allowed to move at any one time. And it does help to keep these animals relaxed, so they're more likely to stay put. I think there's a liner standing up in the bush there. If you get too much movement around the animals, especially when they're stationary like this, they're more likely to move. Morning!
Good morning.
Good morning!
How are you?
Good, how you guys doing? Those Ingwen Consos, I lost them somewhere between that road from Ingas and Twin Downs. There's also some more Consos going towards the Bushby site as well. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to follow up completely.
I just heard Kurula was somewhere around.
Around here as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if she's still around.
Okay. Did somebody have her? Did someone see
No, I
her?
just heard like 2 days ago because I was on the.
Oh, yeah, no, she was here 2 days ago. She was actually just on Impala Plains, just on that road, and there was a knob thorn, and you'll be able to see our tracks going off in Impala Road, and yeah, we lost her in there. So she was there 2 days ago. I haven't heard anything yesterday. So if we see her, we'll keep you guys updated as well. The cubs were last seen, I think, about a week ago. She actually walked down this road here and walked in.
Yeah, I did find threats to Gonzo and the Matimba dam.
Oh, down on that side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not be still around.
Yeah.
It's because the Ngala comes from this way down here, get in here and come back. So it looks like the Ngala pushes her out southwest, inside and comes back.
Yeah, I think so.
It's
Yeah, fingers crossed. Thanks, Henry.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Enjoy the drive.
Yeah, more Ngala in there.
Yeah, we saw it. Do you think the mum pimpans are there as well?
Yeah, man.
Awesome. They're just filling Henry in on Karula's movements. It's been on leave for the last couple of days or so, or couple of weeks. And for those of you who may have missed Karula, she was last seen not too far from here on Impala Plains, the plains that we drove through to get here. And she was last seen there a couple of days ago, just as I was telling Henry. And we lost her. She was looking at a knobthorn, and I was convinced that she had made a kill, and she was putting her nose to the ground and almost following a scent, as if she had made a kill and she was going to retrieve it. And I thought she was going to bring it back to that tree, but we didn't see anything after that. And the cubs last seen on this road, as she actually walked past this spot and headed east into the block. Okay, well, let's see if we can move. It looks like the lionesses are also going to move. We may have a chance to see them from the other side. And if they get bothered by the flies as much as what they're bothering us at the moment, I'm sure they'll move as well. Why they're underneath the bush, they're trying to avoid those flies. I think small cat, see if we can squeeze through here. Alright, beautiful. Okay, I actually did move a little bit closer than I thought. I was hoping to squeeze past this tree here. Hi Jody, so I'm just laughing at this line. He's really getting annoyed by these by these flies. He's actually biting at them now. He's had enough of them. gonna go and join his brother. And the rest of the girls further into the bush. It really is just a thrill to be so close to one of nature's top predators. And they really do just respect the fact that they don't need to eat us, they don't need to bother us, and as long as we keep that respect too, you can see they're quite happy just to sit there and take in the sun's rays. They really are just such a magnificent creature. But even they get bothered by flies from time to time. Let's see if we can move around a little bit. There's the other male. He's moved. That's one of the females through there. You can see them. They're right in the glare of the sun, but maybe you can just see what's going on there. I think he's moved already. But let's keep moving round.
Ryan. Ollie, I'm back. Is it a girl or a country? No, on the road here. No. Looks like it, eh? Okay. The bunch of people earlier. Oh, you were behind you were here.
Stations I do have in Gala here on Triple M. I don't know if you copied earlier, but at the moment I think it's just myself in the lock. I don't think there's any other station approaching.
I don't think it works. Sugar and south, you might get to see it.
Standing by.
Join you, please.
Affirmative.
But I'm moving.
Negative. You see them through there. Oh, here we go. There's one lioness coming out in front of us, I think. Are you going to come out? And I can see the cubs are here as well. So I think all 4 females and the 2 cubs from the Unkahuma pride are here. I think we're probably going to have to move back a little bit so these guys can get a view. They're all in here. Right, if you want to stand by, I'm just going to pull back. There's one my daughter here to my left as well. I've got one here to my left, the other one to my right here. Keep an eye on the movements of these females. At the moment they're very, very flat. And there's still no word of Snaggletooth, who is the fourth female member of the Gijima Pride. Now the way it works is that males will hold a territory, and you'll hear us talking about coalitions, and those territories of males will incorporate maybe 2, 3, 4 prides of females within that territory, depending on how big it is. And Jody, I think you're right in a way as well, and Jody saying it sounds a little bit strange, but you think that these males look a little bit more aggressive, maybe have more of an attitude than other male lions that you've seen. And I think it's because they've been around for quite a while. So they're quite sure of themselves, and I think the fact that there's still 2 of them, I think they're doing quite well. Especially with the other coalitions that are in the area. We've got the 4 Majingilans, there's a new coalition that's coming from Kruger. But when I arrived about a year ago, there was 2 males who used to rule this area, the 2 Mapofos, and they were part of a coalition of 6 originally. But 4 stayed in the west, and the 2 controlled this area, so they actually held quite a large area. But because those 2 broke away, it was only a matter of time really when they would be broken apart, and that's exactly what the Majingilans did. And they ended up killing one after the 2 Mapofos killed one of theirs. And that caused the remaining one, Mr. T, to head back into the west. So that's what is going to be very interesting to see what happens with the new coalition of 4, if they're going to stay or whether there's going to be a clash between them and the Majingilans. Now the Gijimas have been chased off also by the Majingilans. They pulled down a buffalo, and they got chased away from that buffalo. And that was the last time we saw the Gijimas for quite a long time, probably 8 or 9 months. Ryan, can you take charge of the lock? I'm not copying anybody, and just let me know if anybody needs space, and I'll make space. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, there's a female actually coming out here. You may be lucky enough to see her. Yeah. I'm just gonna. You gonna stay there, lady? Just the pure fact that they are successful in pulling down buffalo. These two males probably do have quite a lot to really be assured of themselves about. It doesn't look like they've eaten for Yeah, at the moment they're just in a very thick bush. So it's very difficult to see them, but if you heard there was a bit of a growl, that was the female telling the male to back off, and he's going to come out into the opening again. Okay, so you're going to see if we can move back and we can maybe get a view. Austin Powers. Sorry? Uh, yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can move out a little bit. Really? Okay. I'm going to try and give you a bit more space. Hmm? Yeah, we're not getting a good view anyway, so I think I'll just see if we can pull a bit further around the other side. Sorry, ladies. And they've managed to push themselves. We don't have any view at the moment. They've managed to push themselves right in the thick of this. We're pretty close to a female and a male, but we couldn't see them very well. And I think they're going to be staying there. I think those flies are just bothering them so much that they're trying to put themselves into the bush so much. You see they're swatting the flies with the tail and trying to bite them. So they're just trying to bury themselves in there. So I don't think we're going to be seeing them moving around too much now. And there is a few other vehicles that might be interested in trying to see them. And with them being in such close proximity, I think they may get a little bit annoyed with a few vehicles being around. So I think we're going to pull out and give them some space and maybe see if we can try and come back a little bit later on. Maybe this afternoon they may have moved out into the open a little bit once it cools off. We'll keep your fingers crossed. But it's great to see them. I'm so glad we were able to catch up with them.